and welcome back to Practical Notions Tarot. My name is Jess, your most humble host, and I'm back with another pickAcard reading. #Tarot Monday. By the time you watch this, you will experience your week, and I hope it was everything you dreamed of. Yes. All right. The topic of discussion today is what is hidden from you in the workplace. What is hidden from you in the workplace? And this does include people who own their own companies, their jobs, or whatever. Self-employment. You are the face of your business. And so the workplace is your clientele. What is hidden from you in the workplace? All right, so you know the deal. You know the deal, drill. Yeah. Okay, right here. The drill, the deal. Okay. Right here, you'll see your picture, the one that resonates with your soul, and you will choose that one. All right, and while you're doing that, I'm going to ring the bell for my spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors. So if you are sensitive to loud noises, please cover your ears for your safety. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna light some Palo Santo, to call in the highest order in light, to guide us through this. We are in Halloween spooky season, where the veil is very, very thin. So be prepared. You may get answers that you weren't expecting in this reading. All right, now here we go. Let me light the Palo Santo. All right, here we go. So hopefully you were able to make your selection. Let's clear the energy. And I will see you on the other side. Welcome back, Paya One. How are you? How are you on this fine #Tarot Monday? Okay. Self-employed people. Yes, you too. Independent contractors, people who own their own business, as well as people who work for someone else. What is hidden in the workplace for you on this Halloween energy? We're vibing. This is the last week of October, and Halloween is right around the corner. So the veil is thin, the veil is talking. Talking loud. And you know what? I see here a lot of people are in that planning phase. They're establishing a clear vision. Their thoughts are becoming things. They're in that inception point with Gemini Mercury energy here. And the reason why I am saying this is because lately in the workplace, there has been no follow through. A lot of things have been going on that it seems that there's no learning from the past mistakes that created a lot of the controversy in this workplace. A lot of procrastination, underachievement, a lot of bad news. A lot of bad news. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but a lot of bad news. Okay, no common sense, lacks goals. So I'm not sure if you're with a company that's experiencing a lot of downward spirals, like a lot of layoffs, because you already know. If you live in the United States, there's a lot of things going on here, a lot of things. And I'm not just saying just the workplace, but it's actually affecting the home life here. So it's causing people to have to go back into themselves to replan, or reposition. That's a better word. Thank you, Spirit. Reposition themselves. I see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, earth energy of duty, pragmatism, security here. Security has been shaken, and I'm saying stirred too. Okay. So because we got Taurus in the reverse, cultivate. Right now it's time for you to show your vulnerability, and in a sense to where it's going to actually help you establish yourself in a new type of position, a new form of life here. The old life that you once known here, Paya One, whoever chose Paya One, is actually under attack here. It is. And I see a lot of people do not want to let go, because we got the let go in reverse. Let me read it. Releasing grudges, emotional freedom, forgiving yourself and others, free your heart. Spirit is saying, take this energy that is going on in this friction, this constant change that was kind of that you were thrusted into, and transmute that energy to reposition yourself into a new position. This is what I'm hearing from Spirit. This is what's hidden in the workplace. The constant friction and uncertainty is causing a lot of people to have to reposition themselves, and Spirit says your key to successfully maneuvering this is to reposition yourself. Take this energy of anger, of not wanting to let go of what has been done to you. This makes me feel like the Three of Swords, and transmute that energy into your new position that you're repositioning into. You're going to need the strength to do it here. And that means taking your vulnerability. What is this? What is this that's causing you to feel this way? Someone is shaking your stability, Taurus, in reverse. Your stability is shaken. And even for those who are reporting people's platforms and whatnot, that's causing them to be blackballed or shadow banned, that is shaking their stability, and to where it's causing them to not be able to make money as they used to. And so a lot of us are having to reposition ourselves from all of this tragedy that's going on around us. And your hint card here is HINT, connection, harmony, Two of emotions, which is the Two of Cups. It is my nature to extend love. It's time for you to love on yourself and those in your immediate environment, and come up with a better plan. What is it that you want to do? Where do you see yourself as? I know for my family, when I was going through many changes in 2023, a lot of my life was shaken and pulling apart. And I see now, maybe that was a sign for the times that are coming now, and how to walk through it. You do have to reposition yourself. That is no lie. You have to figure out a way to do that, and that is transmuting the energy. What is your strongest strengths here? And for those who don't know what I'm transitioning into, I do read the Pinnacle Cycles. Stay tuned. Follow me. Really. I'm on practicalnotionsmedia.com. Yeah. Subscribe. Leave your email and follow me, because I will be putting out newsletters about the progress that I am making. So yeah, we're swiftly changing the climate here at Practical Notions Tarot to turn it into a conglomerate beyond your wildest dreams, as well as mine. So yes, continue to follow me, because as I'm being silent doesn't mean I'm not doing the work. And this is what Spirit is asking me to share with you, what's going on a little bit with me. And don't I tell you the whole thing? Like, you don't have to tell everybody your whole business. But Spirit is saying, taking your vulnerability and using it as your strength here with the skeleton. Use it as your strength. A lot of things that I tried to go out there and do was completely snatched from me. I'm gonna be honest. And so I've been taking years to reposition myself, but I never gave up hope. I let my strength, my vulnerability lead me into a better climate. And this is what Spirit is asking me to ask you, to tell you that there is life beyond this chaos that's going on around us if you live in the United States. And I'm sure that there's a lot of things going on around the world. I'm an American citizen. So yeah, I really don't know too much about what's going on around the world, but I know everyone is going through something, because the United States is that number one place that you would think of for land of milk and honey. A lot of opportunities here. A lot of people flock to the United States for the opportunities. But what happens when the land of opportunity is shaken and stirred? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's not over, y'all. It's not over. This is what Spirit is telling me to tell you. All right. And what else, Spirit? What's going on? What's hidden in the workplace? What's hidden in the workplace? Okay, got one out. Ooh, reckoning. Yeah, self-evaluation, awakening, renewal, purpose, reflection, reckoning. A reckoning is coming. Yeah. Yeah, this is what's hidden in the workplace, you all. Those who have lost your position, it's time for you to reposition. You hear me? Reposition. This is what Spirit is telling me. It's time for you to reposition yourself in the grand scheme of things. Yeah. Ooh, 9 of Wands. Okay. Okay. It looks like here it's time to stand your ground. Last stand, persistence, grit. I'm hearing true grit. Oh, is that a what is his name? I was about to say John Wayne, but that could be also, but what is his name? Dang, I gotta remember. What is his name? I see his face. I'm going to look that up. Resilience, persistence, near success, fatigue. But Spirit is telling me right off the bat, John Wayne type of energy. That's the type of energy that needs to be kind of conjured up here. Intuitively conjured up. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. He played a lot of Western movies. Very nice person. Okay. Let me see. Say John Wayne. Country Western. You may live in the South or something. Country Western, maybe from the South, or you know, America feels like a melting pot of country Western. And I know here where I live, Cowtown. You get my drift. Cowtown was a major theme, and we have a museum here, you know, of Cowtown. So it's time for you to really go back in time here and really conjure up that energy to rebuild. Because if you know about Cowtown, then you actually know how far we've come here, where Cowtown originally initiated, or where it's housed. Yeah, country Western. I'm trying to figure out what is his name. Oh, because I'm hearing John Wayne. Let me look at movies. But he plays a lot of good movies, and then he started to get into like Clint Eastwood. Yeah, that's it. His spirit, Clint Eastwood. It's time for you to conjure up this strong, and you know that it wasn't always peaches and cream for the Western. You had to go through a lot of things, you know, and conquer a lot of things, and there was a lot of things that were going on in that time frame. So yeah, it's almost bringing me back to a time period of peace where you have to really go back and reflect on what happened during that time. This is what's hidden in the workplace. Spirit is calling you to reflect on a time where it was so much animosity, so much true grit that needed to be had here with the 9 of Wands. And conjure up that energy to help you through these times, because honestly, y'all, we're going through some things. I'm telling you, we're going through some things. What else, Spirit? What's hidden in the workplace? But you're gonna come out on top, though. Look. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's causing a lot of animosity, arguments, disputes, aggression, bullying, intimidation, conflict, hostility, and stress in your workplaces, or where you're giving assistance to people. But I'm telling you, the real reason why is because you're needing to restructure yourself. You have to reposition yourself with this four of Pentacles: possessiveness, insecurity, hoarding, stinginess, stability, savings, materialism, wealth, frugality. It's time for you to really reassess what is needed and what is not. This is what's hidden in the workplace. The tightening up of the belt is actually causing you to really reconfigure your plans ahead with the Magician in reverse here. Plan, establish a clear vision, thoughts becoming things, inception point. It's causing you to have to reposition yourself so you can win. at the end of the day, and I want to give another words of wisdom. What's hidden in the workplace, Spirit? What's hidden in the workplace? What's hidden in the workplace? What's hidden in the workplace? Ooh, that fell out. Like, what the heck? Okay. Okay, so we got the scissors, cutting through red tape, support success, dissolving toxic relationships, paying off debt. Yes, with this reposition, it's time for you to try to pay off debt or come up with a negotiation plan or something to start paying down your debt here. Start of a new project being more constructive. 88 here. You're set up to be wealthy here. So if who all that's going through some challenging times, you're being reset in some kind of way to establish more wealth in what this job or whatever job that you lost or whatever challenges you're experiencing in your business. If you have a business or you're self-employed, independent contractor, it's time for you to reposition yourself because you're being set up for wealth here. So it's time for you to cut off negativity and negative things. And it's followed by incense, wishes and hopes coming true. Ooh, I'm not trying to laugh, y'all, because this is serious for real. But I'm sensing the minions. The minions. You're coming out like the minions. Here, this is what I'm hearing. The little orange people, the minions. Okay. Compassion, cleansing energy, healing power, spiritual, open heart. Romantic feelings, therapeutic. This is cleansing the air. All of this stuff that's being exposed, because I'm telling you, this is the topic of discussion. What's hidden in the workplace? All of this is getting exposed for your benefit, and it's followed by earth. Ooh, it's cleansing the earth. Okay. Earth, fertility, starting a family. I'm hearing starting a business too. That's what I heard. Dependable, acquisition of possessions, duty, logical, feeling grounded, abundant, stable life. You're coming into a more stable life, not the false life that you thought you had here, because I feel like there's a lot of false energy here which was causing the conflicts here. A lot of false energy, a lot of reckoning coming to the forefront here, but you still have Two of Cups, pile 1. So this is what's hidden in the workplace. Everything's getting exposed. Everything's getting exposed for you to reposition. 88, 62, and that's another 8 energy. And then change, 32 with 5. 32 is 5 in numerology. That's change energy. That's about exploration. It's about what else is possible here. So yeah, this is what's in the workplace. All of the fakeness, all of the unrealness is being exposed for you to reposition your life and so you can have lasting, real stability here. All right. So if this resonates with you, pile 1, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please continue to design and or create a life that makes sense to you, because that is the only way you're going to be happy. You are welcome to follow me to piles 2 and 3. If not, I will see you in the next pick a card reading. Happy Halloween, and you take care. Pile 3, how are you? Okay, let's clear the room with the Roto-Roo. Let's clear the energy. Okay. All right. So pile 2, what's hidden in the workplace for you? Or if you're self-employed, you know the deal, you know the drill. Okay. The clientele is your workplace. Okay. What you do for a service. And I'm seeing here that a lot of people who were, in that energy of being that self-employed person is experiencing justice right now. You are. This is the energy that I'm feeling for you. The karma has come back to bite a lot of folks that have been gaslighting you. Jupiter and Capricorn here. Energy, Wheel of Fortune. Decisive moments, chance, life cycles, karma, destiny, good luck, expansion. It's time, fortune, change, fate. So whatever you lost during a bout of self-employment, I'm hearing, You are getting your just dues right now, because there was a lot of infighting here, not by the rules. A lot of people were not playing by the rules. Aquarius, Venus energy here. It was causing a hostility, defeat, conflict, self-sacrificing, plot twist, and abusive energy. I'm sensing from this pile, you've been through a lot since we have 7 here, Libra, balance. The scales are being balanced. Whatever you lost is being returned to you. Followed by secret admirer, 2, hidden affection, anonymous notes, unknown interest. Someone's watching. Someone has been watching your moves here, pile 2, and how you've actually bounced back from a lot of things. Because we do have the decisive moment, Wheel of Fortune here, and how you're expanding on top of all of the setbacks you've been through, invisibility, authenticity, another form of watching you. They're watching how you have overcome disadvantages, which is your hand card. Surprisingly, surprise, surprise. You know, I got the little after in there. You know, 5 of prosperity, which is the 5 of Pentacles. Disadvantage, insecurity. I relinquish my concerns to spirit within. This is how you have bounced back from all of the setbacks that you've gone through. And I'm really seriously feeling a lot of people here that they were free agents. They did their thing, because when I'm seeing Capricorn, Jupiter energy, that's someone who has built something of their own, recognizance or free will or whatever. You've actually separated from a big wheel of chain or broken chains of some type, because you know, when I'm seeing Aquarius energy, that is freedom. You've experienced you've had the taste of freedom here, and you broke away from the norm or whatever was expected, or the social construct. You get up and go and clock in someone else's position or job or whatever, workplace, and you do as they say. But I really feel like a lot of people have broken away from that and experienced an energy of their own, that they can actually make money without the whole political issues here. But there seems to be someone that stuck their toes into your free will over here, wherever you were building. So yeah, let's see. This is what's hidden in the workplace. You are getting back. You're getting repaid for all that you lost. Karma has entered the room. Yeah, karma has entered the chat, the room, the mailbox, because someone's sending some anonymous notes to you. You got a secret admirer here. Yeah, karma has entered the room. People are remembering what has happened to you. They are nostalgia, memories, familiarity, healing, comfort, sentimentality, pleasure. People want to help set you back up right, because they know that something awful has happened to you. Even though you may not tell everything, but I know people notice that you've had to walk away from a lot of things here. Abandonment, walking away, letting go, searching for truth, leaving something behind. 8 of Cups. How you managed to be in the position that you are in now. People are realizing that you've had to overcome so many setbacks, so much heartache and pain, so much sabotage from other people. And I'm really sensing a lot of political movements here. Yeah, a lot of political movements here. Ooh, and yeah, didn't mean for all that to fall out, but we're going to read it anyway. Ooh, look at that, bottom of the deck. 6 of Pentacles, generosity, charity, community, material help, support, sharing, giving, and receiving gratitude. People are willing to share what they have, what they've amassed, what they've overcome with you, because they know that you've been through some things here. King of Swords energy, reason, authority, discipline, integrity, morality, seriousness, high standards, strictness. King of Swords here. You have become, I don't want to say gotten because that sounds crazy, but you have become a force to be reckoned with. This is what Spirit is telling me, what's hidden in the workplace. You pile 2, have become a force to be reckoned with, because you've experienced your 5 of Cups, loss, grief, disappointment, sadness, mourning, discontent, feeling let down by so many that should have been on your side, that should have stood up for the right side of the law. Because when I'm seeing Libra balance here, that makes me feel like political issues here. So, you know, political law issues. that people have been gaslighting you all this time and pretending like they have not been throwing rocks when they have. But you have people in your corner that want to give and receive with you, even if it's just a little bit here and there. You watch how that adds up. You watch how it adds up, because karma has entered the chat, has entered the room, and people have been watching how you've been treated. Yeah, people have been watching how you've been treated, and karma has entered the room. Okay, and what else, Spirit? What else, Spirit? What's hidden in the workplace? What's hidden in, ooh, okay, that shifted for me, so I'm going to read this. Okay, it's not as much as what pile one had 40s, I'm telling you. Okay, water cooler, 71, that is an 8 power energy. Yeah, you are being repaid for all the things that you have lost, followed by the 6 community support. Yeah, family love and support here. Water cooler, good conversations and company, prosperity, safe and controlled environment to express oneself, necessary rest, spiritual nourishment, creative. You're being the doors are opening again for you to be in your creative seat again. And especially for those of us who are artists, who live a life like the rebel that we are, the Aquarius energy. I'm saying this because I'm an Aquarius South Node, so I'm sorry. And just for those ones that are the Aquarius North Node, if you're in that position, yeah, you're being free to do what you want to be, long as you're not bringing harm and karma to yourself and others, you're being free to live your life out loud, because this is the time to do so. For those who try to shut you out of things that really belong to you, I'm hearing in the back of my mind is that what is meant for me is for me. No one can take away what is meant for me. And you're in this rejection here with your hand card Hint, the 5 of prosperity, 5 of pentacles. That rejection was for your protection, because there's something going on that you don't see behind the scenes, but Spirit knew and protected you. And now here you are, you're in a better position than what you were before, in a safer, let me say that, safer, more protected position here. And it's followed by clothesline. Problems will resolve themselves. Fresh start. Do not get involved in other people's problems. And I'm telling you, what's hidden in the workplace, you got a lot of people who have not figured themselves out. They have no idea who they are, and they're trying to project their uncertainty, their issues upon you. Don't play into that energy here. You got a fresh start and a restart. You're biding your time where you're at, because I'm sensing in this workplace, it is a means to an end here. That means that this is not the ultimate goal of why you're here at this workplace. It's just a means to an end. You could be like Robert Kiyosaki, how he did sales or worked for someone, and now he was independent contractor, really, I think. No, he worked for Xerox, I think, and then he became somewhat of an independent contractor, a little bit moonlighting. Those are old terms, for people who are working on the side, hustling on the side. How we have the hustle culture now, and as the time of this reading, 2025 hustle culture. But back then, way back then, I'm not saying way back in the 1800s, but you know what I'm saying. A little bit back then, they called it moonlighting, that you would build your own little stuff or business or hustle on the side while you work for somebody else. That is fueling you. Your creativity or whatever you're doing is fueling you to remain steadfast and stoic, and about the money and the business, and being practical on this job, because it's actually fueling you for your creative pursuits, to where you will become a multi-millionaire. Look at Robert Kiyosaki's life. That's what I'm hearing. Spirit eliminates through me to you, that Robert Kiyosaki's life, that's someone to follow, because you are following in his footsteps, his essence. Yeah, and you're in a reflective state. to know what actually has happened. It's not something that you did per se. It's a political move that was made that actually harmed you in the process, but karma has stepped into the room. You are going to be repaid for all that you lost here, cleansing and renewal. So yeah, Pio 2, stay encouraged. I know you all are feeling like I'm at the end of my rope. I'm at the end of this road. I'm about to quit a lot of people and curse them out all at the same time as I'm walking out the door. Don't do it, you all. Remain steadfast. Look at Robert Kiyosaki's life. He had there's a lot of things going on, and I'm not saying that that all of it you should take in like as true facts or whatever, but the story he portrayed, it is something to really laminate on, to reflect on, because that strength helped him to propel him into his multi-million-dollar business here. Yeah, and a lot of personal decisions that was made that actually made him the self-made man that he is today. Yeah, all right. And Spirit is saying also with this card, investigative work, 7 in investigative work, but that's also the Libra house, relationships. Pay attention to the relationships you have around you, because some people are watching you, and some of it is not always great. I'm telling you, because I'm feeling like Spirit says, please go back and review Pile 1 if you have time. If you don't have time, it's okay. But there was a lot of shakeup there that caused them to have to do the repositioning that I'm seeing here now that you all have done. Yeah, and you're actually being repaid for all the things that you lost. So yeah, I really feel like that was like what happened to me in 2023 to what's going on for me now here in this Pile 2. So I don't know, you may be just like me, laminating on this, reflecting like, dang, wow, this could be true for me. Let me listen closer. You know what I'm saying? But things will turn around, but you have been in the position of repositioning yourself from losses, and now you're in the position to be repaid for all the things that you lost. Congratulations, Pile 2. All right, if this resonates with you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to continue to design or create a life that makes sense to you, because that's the only way you're going to be happy in this life. Yeah, I don't know why I keep skipping over something. I don't know. It's like people want you to forget how they gaslit you. But yeah, Spirit never forgets, and Spirit always taking note and account of everything that has happened. So what you have lost, you will be getting repaid for it. Yeah, what is meant for you is always for you. That rejection was for your protection. All right. Thank you, Pile 2. What's hidden in the workplace for you? Oh, you about to step into your money, honey. That sweet spot. Yeah. All right. Thank you again for watching, and happy Halloween. You take care. Okay, Pile 3. Okay. And I'm hearing, okay. Who's paying you back? Because somebody paying you back. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Somebody paying you back. Okay. So we have material attachment, Capricorn Sun energy, accumulate, scarcity mindset, hoarder, conserve, possessive, creature of habit. I said creature of nature. That's what I'm hearing. Tightwad. Yeah, someone that has been really tight-fisted with you lately. They're coming into a position where they need to pay you back, honey, for all the things that they try to restrict from you, not allowing you to be free and do the things that's actually wanting what your heart wants to do here. This is what's hidden from you in the workplace. Someone who has been like kind of, I don't know, micromanager, or yeah, that's what I'm hearing, a micromanager. Yeah, because you're overcoming your sorrow here. There's a reconciliation within. You're letting go, you're healing, you're releasing, you're forgiving, feeling hopeful and optimistic about your life, and you're recovering Libra energy, Libra Saturn energy here. So yeah, you're recovering from some nonsense stuff that's been happening. It's causing a solar flare. You're activating. 17 is that power energy in numerology. 8, 8, 8. Okay. Yeah, someone has been ghosting you that knows they've done something scrupulous to you in this workplace. And like I said in the very beginning, if you watch the very beginning of the intro, I try to make it short and sweet and to the point. But yeah, someone someone has been playing games, ghosting and gaslighting. That's what I'm hearing, gaslighting here. And it says sudden disappearance without explanation, left hanging seen but ignored, abrupt silence. Like people you've been working with, they have not been staying in contact with you. Yeah, it's like they just really literally ghosted you out, and you thought you maybe have secured something here, but someone has been tight-fisted with you. They've been micromanaging you. They've obviously ghosted you. They don't, and the plans that you did make with this person or people or whatever, it's like they just disappeared in the night. It's almost like it gives me the energy of someone, like a pyramid scheme, almost like something folded and they just left you hanging. I'm even sensing it from Paya 1 too, how a lot of people have been losing their jobs because something was done. So it's like they weren't keeping you in the loop. They were doing some underhanded stuff, gaslighting you in the process, and then just up and ghosted you. To left you to fend for yourself. But Spirit is saying that you have a sweet spot here. What skills and talents that you can bring to the forefront. And like I was saying in the very beginning, practicalnotionsmedia.com, I am establishing something there for you to follow me on my other adventures and projects that I'm working on. You know, everything is definitely being built behind the scenes, and this is what I'm feeling for your employer, if you have one, or your clientele if you're self-employed, that they're doing something for their own benefit. But you should always find your sweet spot in case something doesn't work out, because I'm sensing here that something did not work out, and this is why you had to reposition yourself in some kind of way, or maybe go back out and market yourself in some kind of way, or maybe kind of shift your thinking a little bit. And we have here the King of Prosperity, which is the King of Pentacles here, practical and reliable. My true nature is that of wealth and wholeness. So when you figure out your sweet spot, that is when you can just recreate. You can just keep duplicating something. You know, it's kind of like when you're on the editing process. Like I try to use the same music throughout my videos here, and I just keep hitting duplicate, and it actually turns out to be a very fine production for me, and I play it so lightly that you don't see that it's duplicated. Yeah, I'll teach you a little bit about behind the scenes of what I do, but yeah, but it's like that. It's like you're being shown the Behind the Umbrella. Is that like, what is that movie, Behind the Umbrella? It's like, what is that movie? Is that with, let me see, Liberace? This is why am I hearing Liberace? What the heck? Oh, see, a lot of weird stuff is coming into play when I'm channeling Liberace, Behind the Umbrella. You may want to check that movie out. Let me see. Oh, Candela? Let me see. Yeah, Candelabra. I said Cumbrella. What the hell? Behind the Candelabra. It almost makes me feel like a Libra energy here. But it has Michael Douglas and Matt Damon in it. Yeah, there was some things going on there. Spirit is wanting me to tell you to go check out that movie, because you'll get more messages there. But yeah, there's some messages there for you, Pile 3. But there was some sneakiness and ghostiness there. I don't know. But it's based on the memoir of by Scott Thorson. So yeah, it has a lot of flamboyancy in there. So you could be of that nature too. You could do you know, spicy work or been of that light in a past life, and you could probably still do it, but you're repositioning yourself. You're finding your sweet spot and what made you the star of the show, you know, behind the scenes, that's going to actually help you reproduce, or you know, yeah, pretty much reproduce, to duplicate that sweet spot that made you who you are. And it doesn't even matter the clientele or the workplace, it's your sweet spot. You'll continue to make your money, honey. This is what I'm hearing. Yeah. So yeah, check out that movie. It has Matt Damon and Michael Douglas in it. It had Rob Lowe. Yeah, even Dan Aykroyd was in there. What? I was just watching Coneheads the other day. Yeah, so yeah, you definitely can come up here with the King of Pentacles. You know, that's the top dog right there. You know what I'm saying? Top dog. So don't give up. You got a sweet spot that will keep you duplicating that success over and over again. Doesn't even matter the clientele that you're actually serving. Doesn't matter the workplace that you work in. Your sweet spot is your sweet spot. I'm telling you, continue to follow me, y'all. practicalnotionsmedia.com, because I'm definitely building something behind the scenes that's going to help people reposition themselves in a way that's not humiliating and degrading. Because I've watched that movie before that I'm telling you about, and it almost made me feel like spicy work for pay, to be honest. I ain't hating on nobody. You know, I'm very open and loving to a lot of people, especially the men and women of the night. I'm just gonna be out there and open and front about it, because that is the oldest profession. And if you're a business person, of course you're gonna go where the dollar signs are. It's the oldest profession, and that says something. We're in 2025. The oldest profession is still in business to this day. So I applaud you for realizing, hey, you know, I got a sweet spot here. I'm gonna continue to profit off of it. All right. Yeah, just don't hurt nobody. Don't incur karma. But I applaud those who are authentic in who they are, and they roll with their sweet spot, no matter who the clientele is. You know, they just change with the times. Oh, there was something that flipped. What flipped? Okay, so, ooh, King of Swords, you're being decisive about this too. Reason, authority, discipline, integrity, morality, seriousness, high standard, strictness. You know your sweet spot here, pile 3. You are actually that business person that can be that shrewd to continue to keep going, even though people caused you a lot of heartache and pain and ghosted you in a lot of certain situations when you really needed them the most. You still come up on top with this King of Prosperity. This is your hint card here, HINT. You're practical and reliable, and you know your sweet spot. Yeah, and it's followed by the Queen of Cups, and you're intuitive. You're Queen of Cups. You're intuitive here. You're highly attractive because you're intuitive. You give that siren energy, mystical siren energy, and that's your sweet spot. Even if you're not classically beautiful, like the social construct says here, in America or all around the world, because I can tell you, I'm a Black woman. I'm not the epitome of beauty as what social construct would say. I know this pile may be controversial. I do apologize, but it needs to be said. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, there's some energy behind us, the micromanaging of what is beautiful. You found your sweet spot that makes you beautiful, no matter how you look on the, no matter how you look on the outside. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, and it may not be classically beautiful. All right, and what else, Spirit? What else, Spirit? One more. You found your sweet spot. This is what's hidden in the workplace. All right. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, new opportunities, resources, abundance, prosperity, security, stability, manifestation. That sweet spot is actually making you move away from this reject. And yeah, and that, oh, this was in pile 2, the 5 of Pentacles, their hand card. You may want to check out pile 2. For their hint card, they have Five of Pentacles. That rejection was for their protection. And here it says hardship, loss, isolation, feeling abandoned, adversity, struggle, unemployment, alienation, disgrace. Your energy, your divine energy, because I'm sensing here, if you follow not tropical, but Vedic astrology here, with the Bharanis, I'm sorry, with the Nakshatras, but Bharani is coming to mind here because that kept popping up in my mind this morning. And this is Saturday morning as I'm recording this. It kept popping up in my mind how Bharani is they lead with their sensuality here. I don't know if I should say, well, spiciness. Yeah, spiciness. You could definitely be into that work. Seriously, you could be into that work, and it leads people to want to learn more about you and how you're doing this. How are you really coming into this king of prosperity energy here? You know your sweet spot, literally the yoni. You know your sweet spot, and you know that what sells. You know, I'm trying to talk in a way that's not gonna get me like kicked off of here, but you know, I'll be struggling with these subscriber counts, you know, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Spirit told me to come here and talk, and that's what I do, regardless of the subscribers. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But I really feel like for this pile, you have a sensuality to you and a spiciness to you that's definitely gonna net you more and more money. It doesn't matter the face of the clientele, the color, the race, the creed, the background. You are meant to be wealthy. And so continue to look at your sweet spot. This is what's hidden in the workplace, that your skill set is yours alone. It's not for everybody else. It's something that's specifically for you, and it has caused you a lot of hardship, obscurity, and all that stuff because people can't steal it. Really, people can't steal it. So that's why it's causing people to look at you funny, or saying you doing undercover stuff, or calling you a spicy worker. Hey, I've been called that too, girl and guys, even though that's not even the truth. I know my sweet spot, and I really feel like for you all, you know your sweet spot too. All right, and what else, Spirit? What's hidden in the workplace? What's hidden in the workplace? Ooh, dang, that's a lot. I can't read all that, Spirit. Okay, I'm gonna read that one, and we're gonna divvy up again. One more, because what? I can't read all that, Spirit. We'll be here all day. Okay, what else, Spirit? Just one or two more. I can read that. I can't be reading all that other. Okay, one fell out. That was too much. And I'm hearing people, like, I'm hearing Beyonce's song, too much. I walk like this because I can back it up. I talk like this because I can back it up. Yeah, Kanye, that song with Kanye West again. All right, one. Okay, post-it note. Sharing of ideas freely, speaking your truths, time saver, vibrancy, quick fix, expressive, power of anonymity. Ooh. Oh, fearless, bold, carefree. I'm telling you, this pile does a lot of obscure things, like, I don't want to say it in a negative way because I don't feel it's in a negative way. Like I said, I'm friendly to everyone, and especially for people who practice the oldest profession since the beginning of the ages. Now it's 2025 heading to be 2026, and you still manage to manage. Okay, that says a lot about you. Okay, that really says a lot about you. Yeah, but it's time for you to continue to do your thing because you know your sweet spot. If you're feeling a drought here, reposition yourself. I felt like that was in pile 1. So if you have time, yeah, check out the whole video. And then it's followed by Jupiter, exploration, philosophical, moral values, abstract thinking. Yeah, that's going to get you far. I think I've shared in one video that about the evolutionary astrology, how yeah, you have a natal chart, but you're constantly growing. That's the whole point of being here on planet Earth, is to constantly grow grow. You're here to grow. So I really feel like a lot of you would benefit from exploring your evolutionary chart, and that is the progressive. It's called progressive charting. So yeah, explore that. And when I see abstract thinking, I think of my midheaven, which in evolutionary astrology, progressive, it is Pisces. So yeah, I'm definitely pulling down that abstract thought and making it plain and clear here in reality. Higher learning, luck, long distance, travel, optimism, and expansion, expanding on what I'm hearing and seeing in spirit. And yeah, we're definitely at that very thinning time in the year, Halloween, where the veil is very, very thin. So you're going to hear a lot of things go on. You're seeing a lot of things exposed because obviously it needs to be exposed. A lot of people losing out and losing their jobs, being left in the cold. Five of Pentacles fell out twice in this whole reading, that about people being rejected and stuff not happening the way it should be happening. So you think, but use that traumatic energy, or what you felt like you lost, as your superpower. Transmute that energy. It's your sweet spot to actually propel you into your next millions, your next thousands. If you don't think it's a million, I mean, literally, whatever position you're about to take on next, it's time for you to stand in your place. Take your place with this solar flare. Activate 17-8. Take your place. Take your position. All right, then. If this resonates with you, pile 3. All right. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You're welcome to check out piles 1 and 2. And if you do have time, check out the whole video. I think it's very interesting what people are going through. It's nice to take a peek, even if it doesn't resonate with you completely, what's going on. But I really feel like there's a lot of information in all 3 piles for each of us here to learn from. Yes, continue to design and or create a life that makes sense to you, because that is the only way you're going to be happy. Yeah, it is. And this concludes your #Tarot Monday. I want to say a happy Halloween, Samhain, and all of the good old things of our ancestral lineage here. This is Hoodoo Heritage Month, for a lot of us who practice hoodoo. I see you, and I take a bow to you, tip my hat to you, for being authentically you. It's great, especially those of us that do obscure work. Even reading tarot is considered obscure work. If you really think about it, you just reading a card and channeling. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I tip my hat off to all of us that chose a different path of life that may not be so accepted by the mainstream, life out here, the mainstream, and chose the rejection path, only to isolate, to come up with something better to help those who are in fact choosing that same road. At least you ran so they could walk, the next generation. You know what I'm saying? The ancestors, they're talking all the time, and especially at this time. All right, y'all. All right. Thank you for the casual watchers, the new watchers, and of course my day ones. Love you all. I do, especially you day ones. All right. All right. Thank you, and thank you again. And again, happy Halloween. You take care.